Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Abhi on Camera, where today we're watching Moon Knight Episode 5. I have been waiting so impatiently for this episode since the cliffhanger ending of the last one, right? Mark and Steven are trapped inside this crazy mental asylum purgatory, and then in the last second, who shows up walking out of some strange hall but Tarette, who I know because of Rick Riordan's Kane Chronicles series, and she was one of my favorite gods from that, the Egyptian series because she was just so nice and she was this eternally pregnant, super nice hippo lady. And of course, there's a sarcophagus there with Jake, and I'm just rambling. I'm excited to see what'll happen. Let's just get into it. Ooh, flashback. Why is Mark at the bottom of a pit?
It's all your
Okay, yeah, that's why the mommy issues.
Mark, a very difficult.
If that's the case, why is his nose broken?
Here at Putnam Medical Facility in Chicago, Illinois.
This is no real medical facility. There's no way it'd be this clean, much less you having such a fancy ass room with all these pillars.
You're doing every or nonsense.
Yeah, see, this really reminds me of Matrix Resurrections, right? It's the same type of thing where Neo is in those therapy scenes and the Neil Patrick Harris is trying so hard to convince him otherwise. Like, oh man, this is all you're fake. You're projecting your video game like that's your real life. Like, no. And it's right? We as the audience know otherwise.
Somebody else. You were talking to me about a boy.
Oh,
Do you remember that boy?
oh, that's right. That flashback at the beginning, right? We were told that Mark had a rocky relationship with his mother, and Steven was calling his mother, but never really felt like she was on the other end of the phone. There's layers of stuff happening here.
intense.
Love the accent.
I'm afraid you're actually quite dead.
Yes, that's expected, but how are you going to come back?
Guiding us through our journey to the afterlife.
Well, why would she be doing that, though? Isn't somebody else in charge of that? Isn't Anubis supposed to be helping with that?
Ancestral plane.
Whoa. We just got a Black Panther reference right there. The fact of the matter is that they're essentially saying that multiple afterlives exist, and you can, go to whichever one you think
So,
you should go to. It's all belief. It's weird.
true nature is can roll with it, right?
Why would we imagine this realm to be a psychiatric?
This is nuts.
And now the afterlife.
Yeah, and Jake is still, smacking in his coffin over there. Could we just open him up, please? Please.
Right through these doors.
Oh no, Mark. Mark's losing it.
Patients and there's Crawley probably about to yell bingo.
Haha. Good. Oh. Look at that. That is awesome. Oh.
This is the underworld.
I can't remember what its boat is called. But seriously, right now, this show is giving me the closest thing I'm ever gonna get to a live-action Kane Chronicles.
So he's
Hearts.
oh goody! It worked. Look at that. It was little old me worrying I'd blow your chest wide open.
That's not helpful, Tara.
What's she doing?
But there should be 3 hearts. There's someone else there.
And the feather of truth. See, the ancient Egyptians believed.
But why is she doing that? That's not her job. It's Anubis' job.
It's thrown overboard. Whee!
What? No, I'm not supposed to eat you.
Down into the duat, where you will remain forever, frozen in sand.
But what about Amit eating the heart?
On my boat. Fingers crossed for you guys.
So confused. Is this more accurate? Is this more accurate to Egyptian mythology? Because I don't think it is.
All right, what are you proposing? If it comes to it.
Don't attack the hippo lady.
One hippo and 2 of us.
You don't know if that'll work.
Hard to steer, so.
Okay, it's strange, right? They're both unconsciously avoiding Jake. They see the sarcophagus, they see it shaking. They're passing it immediately.
I don't know about you, but my memories are a freaking mess.
We're seeing the bathroom fight. That's funny.
I don't know, it's the street. You know,
Mark, are you lying? Either Mark's lying or that's Jake. Go there. Oh.
Creepy calf filled with dead bodies.
I'm guessing this is everyone Mark has killed.
Prizes.
Don't touch anyone. We don't need more zombies. Is that thing just gonna follow you around? Constantly reminding you of something that you should be doing?
You tried taking a life.
That reminds me of Bucky that way. I don't know what else to say. And I don't want to jinx myself, so...
Don't go near him, man.
Did Mark's brother die when they were young? Why? What is this? Steven, this isn't helping, you flippin' idiot. Oh my god. He did lose his little brother. Everyone's gotta have some kind of traumatic, horrible event in their past, right? Why is this cave even open? Why are your parents even letting you? They should have, like, closed this off. Not gonna do anything, Steven. It's already happened. I know that losing your child is horrific, traumatic. Actually, no, I don't know. I have no clue. It's terrible. But this mother
Come on, buddy.
turning on the other kid
Steven, let's go.
is terrible.
This is all your fault.
That's
This is all your
horrible.
fault.
It's nothing, right? He is just as much of a child as the other kid.
Wendy, come on, please.
Yes, he did something stupid. Children do stupid stuff all the time.
Do it just you and I this year.
Man, I respect that dad. He is doing the work because by trying to care for his son and his traumatized wife. Not traumatized. Wife at the same time, right? Oh, alcohol. Great.
Jealous of him
Oh, flip off.
ever since he like this.
The flip up. Shut the flip up. But what is Mark still freaked out about? There's still something he doesn't...
What happened to that room, Mark? That's it.
All right. Why are you remembering her like that? It's not what she was like.
How would you know? You didn't exist?
Let me back in there. What are you
Look at those memories, Steven. She's saying Mark every single time. Uh-oh. You pushed him into a far more traumatic memory. The death of Layla's father, I suppose. And where do we find out whether this partner is a real person or is it just Mark's
Harrow said you were a mercenary.
other personality?
Job was to raid an Egyptian tomb.
Bushman. Wait, isn't that that's one of the Moon Knight villains from the comics, and could have been the main villain of this show, but was deemed too similar to Killmonger. Huh. That's a temple. That was not what I was expecting. I thought he would just point off at his own dead body, but this is... that scene. And there's the Khonshu statue, right? In the original comics, Khonshu just talked out of this statue, right? It wasn't until later that he turned into that skeleton bird-headed thing we're more familiar with from this show. Oh, short. Oh, I thought he was just killed by Bushman, not ready to
What a waste.
do that.
In exchange for your
See,
life,
that's just following them everywhere.
will you
Wonder if
swear
there was in the background of some other scenes and I just missed it.
Moon Knight?
Ah, name drop! Roll credits. Monkeys. Why are those monkeys so familiar? I feel like I should know what those are.
Souls are being judged and condemned to the sands before their time. Oh, this is bad.
Oh no, Amit's happening.
To lose everything. Do you understand?
Yeah, but shouldn't that tell you how horrible that memory is?
People dies.
All this nonsense is about to happen. And,
Layla dies. That's on your.
oh, flip. We're back here. So this must be another level of like Mark's coping, right? Retreating back to this room as a kind of
Inject me with something.
freaking out mechanism.
They look and feel
Honestly, this is the most confusing part of this whole thing, because what is this?
Been at it for hours.
Is this Mark's own sub-psyche working? What is happening?
Peering inward.
Do you think you created Steven to hide from all the awful things you feel you've done in your life? Or do you think Steven created Mark to punish the world for what your mother did to you?
Well, that's an interesting question. Right? But all evidence tells us that Mark was the primary personality.
There's only one way.
Unless you're telling me there's a whole second set of circumstances.
You're gonna have to open up to Steven.
Now you're helpful?
There'll be no progress.
It's so weird. What is this
Can you do that?
sub-psyche conversation?
Can you open up to Steven?
Like, what layer is all this stuff happening?
See how. Look at the state of this place.
Okay, there you go. There's the proof. Steven was here much longer than I expected. And he was ignoring all this, right? Aha, see, the scales are still here. Oh, flip. Where's the dad now? No, I have no problem with Mark running away now. Because...
I want to see what she did. I want to see what she did. Nothing to see that.
what the flip? No. Okay, when she was yelling, that was one thing. I was on the dad's side. But...
That she's still alive.
oh, she's dead. Well, I expected that, but... oh, that's interesting. This is a whole sub-psyche thing, because now Steven's over here.
He lied to me, that's what he did.
And what do you feel that he
To be fair, you never asked Mark who's the primary personality. You just always assumed it was yourself,
first came in here?
right?
I was worried you were never
The fact that you
to acknowledge Mark.
What do you mean?
didn't... Mark never, like, said,
I brought us here?
like, you're the primary personality. Yes, he made a deal to just, like, go away, but...
Oi,
come on.
don't say that.
That was the street at the beginning. It was the mom's funeral. He couldn't bring himself to go in, but he was there, outside. Look, less sympathetic for the dad. I know he tried, but your wife was beating your child. So is he just making up the mom? Who is he calling? Wait, 2 months ago. Okay, so that's the catalyst for why these two have started, like, messing with each other. You know what I think is interesting that in these two episodes, right, we're trying to treat Mark as the darker personality and Steven as the lighter. But it's Mark in the white clothing and Steven in the dark clothing. Okay, stuff's happening on the boat. You guys are balanced, but I'm pretty sure there's somebody else still, like, waiting.
See the gates to the world above so close.
Oh, that's what that is.
So sorry.
Wait. Come on, open Jake. Figure out something. More zombies we didn't need. These aren't really zombies. These are ghosts. Okay. Okay, sand ghosts. Help, Steven.
So I've got this too.
Yes! Go, Steven. Help. I think you got him, Steven. I think you got him. No! Steven! Jump after him. No. Come on. He didn't. No. Come on. Don't end here, please. You better not end here. No. No, there has to be some kind of end credit scene. This is BS. And that was episode 5, Asylum. And what the flip was that ending? I mean, what? I thought, I don't know, I had a few different ideas about how this episode might go, right? And what would happen at the end of it. But I certainly did not expect, right, for everyone to be so split up, Mark to go to the field of reeds, um, Steven to turn into stone on the sands of the Duat, and Jake, nothing. No mention of Jake at all, right? What? No end credit scene either. Come on. You can't just leave us like that, Marvel. Like, I thought I was anxious last week. Now we've got to deal with this, right? Somehow they've got to reconnect across the Egyptian underworld, get to Khonshu, right? And revive from death. And I don't know. Come back from the dead. And they've got to, stop Amit from destroying the world. I don't know. If I had to guess, I think Layla might go get Khonshu, right? Do the Venom thing of becoming a temporary host, right? To take him to Mark and bring Mark, which will allow Mark and Steven to go back out. Mark will be trying to get out of the field of reeds back to Steven. Khonshu will join back to the body, which allows them a way to bring them back from life. And then they'll go on for a final CGI fight scene. I don't know. Whatever, we've got an entire week to wonder what's going to happen there. But on the other hand, I really love this episode, right? It reminded me a lot of WandaVision's second to last episode, which was, the same thing as it was here. Lots of flashbacks finally giving us answers about what this character's past was like. While WandaVision's flashbacks were one thing, Moon Knight's is different. It's an interesting, different experience to have the two personalities, right? And, Steven, who finally has that realization that, he isn't the real primary person here. He was kind of Mark's escape, right? Mark's life was terrible, so why not make a nice British guy, right? To go live a happy life that he can't. And I certainly didn't expect that backstory, right? I know my knowledge of Moon Knight from the comics is limited, so I have no clue if this is comic accurate or entirely made up for the show. But I mean, first of all, superheroes can have a nice backstory, but he lost his brother, right, when they were messing around in a cave, which, to be fair, some adults should have blocked off a long time ago. But lost his brother. His mom went off the deep end, became drunken. Now, I love how they progressed through it, right? When she was just a drunk, and when she was just accusing him of it's your fault, you kind of feel for the dad when you go to the when Mark runs away from home scene. You feel for what dad, he's trying to care for his son and his wife, and that's fine. But then when we find out that Steven was this kind of coping mechanism for Mark, it's so much worse because the mom it's beating him, and it's like, Dad, what were you doing? It's your job to stop this, right? Is she doing this while you're out of the house, right? It's just weird, right? And it, decreases any sympathy I have for him majorly. And yeah, no wonder Mark would just decide to leave home. And, this guy coming so close to his mother's funeral, never actually going in, right? And that breakdown scene, right, was so powerful because he still said, "I'm sorry." Can you just imagine the guilt that's weighing on him? Because he was a child when that happened, and his mother, someone he trusted and loved, is telling him that he killed his brother, right? It doesn't matter how much what happened. As a child, you're going to get influenced, right? Because of what his mother did. What his mother did was horribly wrong, but that doesn't change the fact that he carried guilt over his brother's death. I'm sure he'd feel guilty anyway, but his mother made it so much worse, right? And the fact that he's still apologizing, right? Like it's his fault. You didn't do anything wrong. And, which of course led to that great scene where Steven says exactly that to Mark, right? Great episode, really. Great episode bringing these two together, right? As they tumble through Mark's not so great memories. Throughout this entire episode, I thought I'd call the video flashbacks, but Steven dies seems to be more apt. Because again, who cares about spoilers on my thumbnails when no one's watching the videos? If you are, by chance, someone who is watching this video and has gotten this far, just type a comment. Any comment, really. Just say hi. Right? No one will. But if you could, that would be great. Whatever, I'm getting so off topic here. That was a great episode. I am super anxious for next week. What was your favorite part of this episode? Over here is the next reaction, wherever that comes out. Over here is a post on my videos. And on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.